Android Authority, what's going on? My name is Kevin the Tech Ninja. Hoo-yah! And today we're going to talk to you about how are we going to provide the best coverage for CES. That's right, already CES is here. In just a few more days, we'll be packing our bags and heading down to Las Vegas. But before we do that, as we pack our bags, let's talk about what's in our bags.
Hey, what is going on, guys? Lon here from Android Authority, and this is what I plan on bringing to CES 2015, starting with the bag itself. And the bag that I plan on bringing is a Canon bag. It's a pretty common bag. You can find it fairly easily on sites like Amazon and Best Buy. But the reason why I like this bag is because it has a bunch of Velcro compartments on the inside that you can actually manipulate, so you can easily fit pretty much anything that you want in there. So I can fit my camera, a couple of lenses, and my audio equipment. And there's even little compartments for like the SD cards and stuff like that, and batteries that I plan on bringing. As far as audio goes, I will be bringing my Zoom H4n, which I'm actually using right now. And I have my shotgun microphone, which is the Audio-Technica 875R, which is plugged directly into the H4n right now via XLR, and that's what I'm recording audio with in this video. So I'll be bringing both of these along. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using the shotgun all that often, but I figured I'd bring it along just in case. I will probably be using this more just because it's a little bit easier to use, and there's no cables to really have to deal with the H4n. So but those are the two items I plan on bringing to record audio. And the camera that I'm using is the Canon 70D. This is my camera of choice. This is the camera that I use to record all of my videos. And the lenses that I plan on bringing is the Sigma 17 to 50 millimeter f2.8 lens. And I will also be bringing the kit lens as well, which is the 18 to 135 millimeter lens. And that's pretty much it as far as lenses and camera gear goes. And my tripod that I'm using is a Manfrotto tripod. It's the 055 XPR03, I believe is the model number. It retails for about $210 or so. And the head that I plan on bringing is the Manfrotto 502 head. And you've probably seen this head before. It's a really common head. A lot of YouTubers use this particular head because it's very fluid, and that's how you kind of get those really nice, smooth looking pans, is with this head right here. I will also be bringing this. If you don't know what this is a white balance card for calibrating the white balance on your camera, so colors look more accurate and whites actually look white. Stuff like that. That's kind of the simplified explanation, but that's essentially how that works. And as far as video editing goes, I will be using a 15-inch MacBook Pro. I actually don't have it right now. It's one that I'm going to be borrowing because I actually don't have on-the-go editing equipment. All I have right now is my iMac, which you see back here. So I will be borrowing a 15-inch MacBook Pro to edit my videos. And I use Final Cut Pro, just in case you were wondering.
All right, this is Kevin the Tech Ninja's bag. This is a pretty basic Amazon Basics bag that I bought 3 years ago when I bought my first camera. It gets the job done. Simple bag, has a lot of zippers and compartments for different things, and it carries my camera just fine. I don't shoot on the go that much, and when I do, I usually don't carry a bag. But when I do need a bag, this is the bag that I use, and it's pretty good. It works pretty fine. Let's go over a couple things that I have in the bag. In the front zippers, I have battery things. So I have this Lime Fuel portable charger that I use, and also I keep this guy right here, which is made by Tilt, which is pretty much the same thing except for it plugs into the wall. It's a portable charger. So these are two things that I really do keep in my bag to make sure all my devices are charged. And also I carry these Jaybirds Bluebud X earbuds. I carry these guys for travel and for working out and for dropping, obviously. All right. Once we open the bag a little bit more and go to this top zipper, you'll find that I have the V-Moda XS headphones. And the reason I like these is because they are made with military precision and grade And the reason I like these, they're made with military grade construction. So this is metal and this is Kevlar, so I won't worry about dropping these or breaking them, because if I do, they are pretty heavy duty and there's nothing really to worry about. So these I like to have when I'm traveling. Very good to have. And put these guys back. Open the bag. Obviously right here, there's something missing. That is my camera. My camera is a Canon 6D. That is my go-to camera. And also what lens I'm using right now is my 28 to 135 wide angle lens. Not my favorite lens in the whole wide world, but it is a lens that I like to use to get a nice wide angle. So that's the lens I use. Now if I didn't have this lens and I'm actually shooting at like 50 millimeter, it'll look like this. So I like to get that wide shot. Beautiful. Okay, right here is a light that I like to use. I put on top of my camera on the hot shoe, and this enables me to get a little bit more lighting than I had before. Very important when you're shooting on the go. I have a hot shoe flash just in case I need to take some images. This first lens we're going to take a look at is my Tamron 2.8 90 millimeter macro lens, so I can get some really close shots, some beautiful close shots. That's what this can do for me. This is my go-to lens. This is my Sigma 2.8 50 millimeter lens. This lens is awesome, great lens. This is the lens that you'll see on my Android Authority review videos. Probably 90% of the time I'm using this guy right here. And also we have the little guy, the nifty 50 Canon 50 millimeter. Can't leave home without it. Probably the best $100 lens you can buy. I just keep it in my bag at all times. I have my lav mic right here, and I plug my lav mic right into this guy. And the reason you can see this right now is because this is my Zoom H2N. I'm going to use this for on-the-go shooting. Right now I have it going right to my camera via this aux cable, but I usually keep this on a stand and I talk into it and treat it as a shotgun mic. But I can plug my lav right into this and record to it directly. So that's my microphone setup. And I have a few more accessories and stuff in these little pouches right here in the front. So this is pretty much what's in my bag, but I do have one more thing in one more bag that I like to carry. GoPro Hero 4 Silver. I love this guy, and we're going to use this a lot pretty much at CES. I'm going to have this for a lot of behind the scenes coverage that we're going to have. So super pumped about using this guy. Here it is. I also have the waterproof and the waterproof mount right here. Sorry, the waterproof housing. Have this guy right here, so anything that get a little sloppy and dirty in Vegas, I can protect my camera with that. And also have the headrest, the head mount, and also the shoulder mount here as well. So I can mount the camera in many different ways. And also I have a selfie stick. Yes, best believe I have a full selfie stick, which is really cool to have with a GoPro. So I am prepared with the GoPro in Vegas. Also, I have the V360 camera. Now, I just did an unboxing on my YouTube channel about it, but it's a camera that can shoot in a full 360 motion with video and pictures. I'm going to take it to CES and I'm going to play around with it a little bit, and you may see some of the stuff from the V360 pop up in some of our videos. Who knows? And that is it, guys. That is what I'm taking to CES.
And of course, it's Joshua Vergara from Android Authority. What's going on, everybody? And I'm here to show you what is in my bag for CES 2015, which is just around the corner. So we're going to show you what we're going to be using in order to bring you the best coverage of the Consumer Electronics Show of 2015. But before I even get to the bag itself, I want to show you something that I carry with me along with it all the time. It is by my side, and that is, of course, this tripod right here. This is a Manfrotto combo tripod that has the 190X Pro B legs right here, and actually a discontinued now fluid head, the 701 HDV. I've had this ever since the first CES and that I've been to 2 years ago, and it has been a great workhorse ever since. I have had no problems with this. And let's get into the bag itself. Here is my bag, and some of you might know that I'm a big fan of Timbuk2. I've used their messenger bags for a long time, and I did use them for the show as well. But after IFA, realizing just how badly it was making my back and my shoulder ache by using those messenger bags and everything that I put into them, I decided to move over to backpacks because they seemed more comfortable, and that has been the case. And I'm looking forward to using this at CES. On the side over here is a cup or rather bottle holder that has my Umora 1. This is one of the tools of the trade that I use to stay healthy on the road. What you'll see here is it's a regular water bottle that has a compartment up here in order to put supplements, or in my case, protein powder. And the actual cap that holds it in place and keeps water from seeping in can be used for the blender ball as well, so you can easily make protein shakes on the go. One way for me to stay healthy, but also inside of the bag itself, you see that flap that opened, I also have a leak-proof and very effective travel mug that will hold bulletproof coffee. And if you don't know what that is, I'm going to do a little bit of an expose on it at CES, so you'll see what bulletproof coffee is and why I use it all the time, why I drink it all the time rather. And this mug will keep it hot for up to 8 hours, which is perfect. Get this laying down, and on the front we have this one zipper pocket right here that holds my portable battery and some cables along with my business cards, of course. And those cables are for the audio setup. The audio setup includes my Bluetooth headphones right here that you've seen me wear in a few videos already. These are Sony MDR headphones that have an extra bass capability on top of the Bluetooth connectivity. And the Zoom line of products is usually really great. I use the H2N along with the lapel mic plugged right into it. My computer that I use for editing is a 14-inch Ultrabook. This is the MSI GE40. It's a gaming Ultrabook that has been great for me ever since 2 IFAs ago. And before then, I was using a huge 15-inch Sager that was about this thick. It was a pain to lug around, so I'm really happy I have this particular laptop now. And just for good measure, even though mice are just fine to use for editing, I like to have more precision inputs by using these this tablet with the pen input by Wacom, the bamboo tablet, of course. And then finally, we'll get into the cameras. So you probably know already by now that I use the Panasonic GH4. Now this is a 4K shooter, but I will admit I don't use the 4K recording all the time. I use it when I know that I want to crop into the actual shot and be able to do so without losing shot fidelity. And the lens on here is the all-purpose 12-35 2.8. I do like to bring secondary cameras though, and the one I'm bringing this year is one of my favorites. It's the Panasonic GX7, and Panasonic, I'm a big fan of what they do in the Micro Four Thirds segment, and this will be used for behind the scenes. Anyone on the team can use it. It's gonna be nice and easy because it has a brand new prime lens on there, the 15mm 1.7 by Leica. So it's just wide enough with a low aperture for low light shooting, and thus it should be able to be easily brought around for behind the scenes / vlog action. So that is just a look at all of the stuff, and now that I'm looking at it, it's actually quite a bit of stuff that I have in my bag. And aside from just the cables and all the tiny little tools and even my mouse, which is right here, but nonetheless, that is what's in my bag for CES 2015, and this is what is hopefully going to be bringing you the best coverage of the Consumer Electronics Show of 2015. So keep it tuned to Android Authority for all of that best coverage, and remember to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already so you can keep up, because we are your source for all things Android.